We don't get accepted. We didn't get accepted.
And I guess if you look at the biggest names on the roster, then maybe I could understand how some people are getting to these conclusions. But honestly, they are wrong. Not only are you seeing celebrities, but you're seeing big streamers, professors, people who have already had motion. But when you start to break down the numbers as to who is in streaming university, you realize that, I ain't gonna lie, people are turning a blind eye to the reality of the fact, and it's probably based on the fact that they are jealous that they didn't get in. It seems as though the backlash is misguided. It's never supposed.
To be honest, that's true. It's like people were so butthurt because they were not able to go into Streamers University. But bro, you have not, dude, there was people that have never ever streamed in their life, and they applied to Streamers University thinking that they had a chance. My brother, Kaizenat was looking for people that wanted content. Kaizenat was looking for people that were already making content, that know how the content world works. He's not gonna get just some random people that don't even know how to make content. And that's what people don't get, is the fact that nobody cares who you are unless you know how to make content. Nobody cares if you're humble, if you're trying to learn how to make content, if you're trying to come up and give a chance to the people that don't have a chance. Dude, it doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, Kaizenat has the responsibility of entertaining his own viewers. And if he's not entertaining his viewers, then there's not going to be any money for anybody. Nobody's going to be making any money, right? So he's not going to risk his entertainment of his streams trying to be the good guy, trying to give people a fair chance. No, he's going to get the people that have already been proven to bring an audience together. And of course, he's also going to have some small streamers that at least have showed the consistency that they can stream, or at least show the consistency that they know how to operate content and that they have the chance to blow up. That's all there is to it. Kaizenat still needs to make an entertaining stream. He's not going to get people that are not entertaining. I saw a clip of this girl on Instagram applying to Streamers University, and she's literally saying, oh, I've never done a YouTube video, I've never done a stream, but I want to apply because I think I'm pretty entertaining. It's not what you think, it's what's proven. That's why a lot of the people that are in Streamers University already have a following, because it is proven. It is proven that they can bring a following. Like, if you guys agree, let me know. But I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be over here telling people like, yo, I didn't get into Streamers University. No, because I understand that that's the game. He probably was looking for people that are already entertaining by themselves.
Supposed to be let anybody in university. So I think we need to break down who got into Streamer University and why people are hating so much. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's gonna go a long, long way for the channel. If you subscribe, I'm gonna let you into Omizi University, except for the freak balls. Some of the freak balls, y'all can't be here. Now, back into the video.
Streamer University, is it not for streamers trying to make it? You're bringing millionaires into the team! What does he need this for?
It's like
To be let any
millionaires into the
Streamer University's acceptance list. I've had to have my ear yapped off by nonsensical content creators, streamers, Twitter people, Instagram people about their think pieces and theories as to why that there are so many celebrities and big name streamers in Streamer University.
It's just because celebrities already have a following. Celebrities know how to entertain people. That's why they're celebrities in the first place. We're not going to get people. Kaizenat is not going to get people that don't know how to entertain. It is what it is, and people keep crying about it. But guess what? It's business as usual.
University. This tweet says, I'm not gonna lie, Kai only picked like max 5 people who were affiliates or had a low following. Not speaking for myself, by the way, I'm a partner. Everybody else was either partnered or super known already. It was damn near 90% women also. This other tweet says, that's a damn shame Kaizenat had all those people apply and come to Streamer University, only for him to choose streamers that are already well known. What was the point of acting like you were trying to find new raw talent if the talent is already famous people? Boy, confirmation bias is a for some of these people. Look, Look, if you only look at the most recognizable names, it can feel like only the big creators got in, the small creators got pushed to the side. And when people see celebrities, big streamers, and professors all on the same roster, it makes the whole thing feel more exclusive than it actually is. But honestly, this is where the backlash becomes misleading to me. People are reacting to the names that they recognize and not the full roster.
Did Kai Cenat
One would think a global pop sensation, Zara Larsson, doesn't have to think about
streamers? 40% of the streamers that got accepted averaged 1 to 150 viewers per stream. So to me, I consider these the small streamers, and they made up 40% of the acceptance rate. Now, from all the people who averaged 0 to 150 viewers, 16 people got accepted, averaging less than 25 viewers per stream. Now, these are people who were super consistent. They have been streaming for weeks, months, maybe even years, and they haven't been getting much love. So the really small streamers are pretty well represented here.
Now, shouts out to that guy who put together that comprehensive video about the data behind who got into Streamer University and who didn't, because he confirmed what I felt as I watched the Streamer University announcement list live. 40% of accepted streamers had between 1 and 150 viewers. Now, in the grand scheme of it all, that's decently sized, but nobody would say that that's a big streamer. 18% had 150 to 500 viewers. 17.5% are non-streamers and people who only started streaming recently. That's 76%. That's more than 3/4 of
That's
the
more than
streamers
enough.
being what we would call
That's
smaller
perfect ratio.
streamers
Tell
or
me-
just non-streamers at all.
Tell me that half of the people that you have into Streaming University are small streamers and the other half are big streamers. That's a very good ratio, because that means that the small streamers can talk to the big streamers and collab in peace and be able to create even more content. That's a very good mix of audiences right there.
Only 4.2% of the people that made it were people who averaged 10,000 or more viewers. I felt the same exact way when I was watching it in real time, looking up people go from 1 live viewer to 20,000 live viewers. So this idea that Kai Cenat accepted just the biggest names in the content creations,
It was bullshit. It's BS. When somebody's trying to make something that's this big, there's always going to be someone hating. Like, there's always someone hating and there's always someone criticizing. And it's like, dude, like, where were you guys when Kai Cenat was streaming for 50 viewers a day? No, and I'm not trying to glaze him, not at all. But it's the fact that people really try to overreact about anything.
space, the massive streamers only. That's just not true. Now, of course, you're going to have the big name celebrities and bigger streamers involved, which we'll get into a little bit later. But a lot of the backlash is based on people reacting to those names that are huge and not recognizing the full picture. They can't see the forest for the trees. Is that it? I think I said it right this time. I don't know. But once the data shows that there are small creators, the argument then transitions to why not pick even more unknown people? That's where people are forgetting about the auditions.
Every time you f with that guy, I lose. I'm the one that got to pay for it. But he the one who think he the man in Compton, because he is. Now you going to get off his corner? You going to let his people be? Or by all means, you're going to have to find a new plug. You don't mean that shit. The f I don't. I built this shit. Me, brick by brick. And I refuse for you to tear it down because you don't like the way another nigga talk. How you doing, Kyle?
You did that. You see, this is the part where most people are forgetting. You didn't need some sort of big platform to get Kai Cenat's attention. You didn't need a huge social media presence. The auditions were the opportunity for you to show your personality, talent, confidence, or something memorable. The big guy who performed the snowfall scene and the guy who arrested Kai Cenat, which I thought was the most funniest thing in the world, are perfect examples of these.
For here from the Amos Department of Corrections, could you kindly stand up for me? We're here to issue you a few citations. So you have two options. We're going to offer you two deals. I need you to hire me as the hall monitor for Streamer University. As you can see, I'm very competent at my job, and I've been doing this for a very long time. So that's one way to go, or you'll be apprehended at the scene as we speak.
Okay, I can't accept now.
They didn't ask Kai Cenat for a chance. They used the moment to show presence. And for the big guy specifically, that helped him get in. There has to be some sort of baseline in these auditions. Streamer University just can't accept any.
To me, that was pretty creative. The fact that this guy, to stand out, made the police officer skit right in front of Kai Cenat, that's perfect content right there. I mean, he did good. He did good. Y'all think he did good?
body in because they wanted badly. Hell, everybody in that line wanted it badly. But as somebody who was a part of the Atlanta auditions, think about if Kai Cenat let all 2,200 of those people in, 2,200 people from the New York one, 2,200 from the LA. At some point, come on, guys, I don't know what people are expecting. This one tweet from Ari the Mermaid sums up the audition process because I know people thought that was also a waste of time. See, this type of thinking is what I hate. It's not a waste at all. Being a streamer is literally putting yourself out there for opportunities. Most people don't even have that courage to do so and want to take that leap of faith to try. Showing up in and of itself was an opportunity for you to get content, for you to get visibility, and for you to network and create some type of experience. I know a lot of people saw an influx in viewership, whether it be on their short form content, their long form content, their live streams, just because they were.
I agree. It takes an insane amount of courage because the fact that you have to embarrass yourself and be cringe on camera, that in it of itself, 99% of people won't do that. First of all, 99% of people will not even turn on the camera and try looking at themselves at the camera. They'll cringe at themselves. And the fact that these people are putting their dreams out there, I really do respect that. I really do respect that people are out there actually trying something new and actually being able to at least say that they tried on their dreams. Some people don't even think about their dreams. Some people don't even realize that they used to have dreams when they were kids. And I just see these people, I'd be like, at the end of the day, like it's like you're almost always a kid in life. You have to play, you have to try new things. Yeah, maybe streaming doesn't work, but guess what? Maybe YouTube does, maybe TikTok does, maybe Instagram, but at least you tried. What if you are the most talented painter of all time, but you decided not to do it because you were too scared? I don't know. I don't know what you guys think, but that's my personal opinion.
Doing, saying, or being around Streamer University. And at the end of the day, this is literally what being a content creator is about. Putting yourself out there in a safe and respectful way of yourself and others, but just getting out there and experiencing something totally different and new. And this is where the conversation for a lot of these people who didn't get in and are upset today gets a little uncomfortable because they felt like they were a small streamer and Kai Cenat's not letting small streamers in. Small streamer doesn't just mean a random person who deserves some sort of chance. Small streamer means somebody who has proven something, but just doesn't have the viewership yet.
I'm fucking trans, bro. I be transitioning to OD. I was on TikTok live with all girls. Then I went to Twitch, and then I had no views. Then I built up with all guys, all dudes. I started doing girl content, Riz, and I blew up with that. The only people who consistently grow in content creation and social media are the people who can transition. If you can't transition, your career lifespan is going to be way more shorter.
This is where
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car. Okay, you ready? All right, $118 for car insurance. That's how much I was paying, okay? I picked...
People will confuse being small with unqualified. A creator can average under 500 viewers and still have years, and I do mean years of experience. They can have clips, community, editing reps, personality, and real content.
Luck, personality, consistency. Most of all, I feel like consistency beats all of that because you will get good at on camera if you do it long enough. And I would say consistency and luck. Because once you're consistent enough and luck comes by, you will meet luck right there in front of you. And you have to take advantage of that. But that's only if you're consistent. You will never have a chance at luck unless you're consistent with content. That's what I feel.
Identity. Brayden is a good example of that. He started in short form, then moved to the IRL streaming with the girls, and then realized, hey, he's not going to build a real community doing that. So then he shifted towards more of the personality being the product. This is the type of creator that Streamer University makes sense for. Not someone who magically becomes a creator overnight. Somebody who's been trying, adjusting, failing, and trying to figure out exactly what their content is.
That's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying. To the person that tries, the person that was consistent with content, even though they're small or big, that's what Streamers University is all about. Not the people that decided to apply out of nowhere, not even knowing how to stream. But Brayden was a good example. There's more people out there too. I don't know the names, but there's a lot of people out there that I've seen on Instagram that were grinding for a long time and they're in Streamers University. And I hope well for them, right?
Even when I go and look for somebody who is going to be an undiscovered streamer or a next big content creator, I look at their entire scope, not just what you did in a year, but do you really understand the process? Did you hop into 2K and then switch from gaming to something more IRL? Did you do some
which was what Aiden Ross did at the start. He started all in 2K. A lot of people that are doing content right now started in 2K.
talking head videos? Have you gone through all of these different things to understand what works and what doesn't work in multiple niches? And then once you understand that, you can make anything work, to be quite honest with you. And if you look at that, that's consistent about all the big streamers and content creators across the internet. Hell, even Kai Cenat went from gaming to pranks to stories to what he is now. And that path that he's got makes Kai Cenat one of the best A&Rs in the business. He's really got an eye for talent.
Kai Cenat put me on to Speed, actually. First time I watched Speed was when I was in the AMP house, and Speed was barking in his room and he was sweating, and I think he just hit 1 million subs. And Kai Cenat said, nah, Speed is up next. And I'm like, what? What is this? He's just some barking in his room, shirtless, sweaty. He's like, nah, he got it. Look where Speed is now, bro. And Kai Cenat was right. He has an eye for talent. That's why the Stream University is so cool.
Kai isn't just looking at numbers. He's looking for presence, moments, personalities, and people who can actually handle attention. But even if Kai has an eye for talent, Streamer University is still not just a charity event. It's also a live stream event. And that means that the roster needs some sort of balance.
It is a business. And the type of people that were picked for that streaming university, you could tell the catalog, the type of people that they pick. And it's no hard feelings against them. It's just the vibe, the energy that he going for with the
Business is business. You have to keep going. I mean, if I'm Kai Cenat, I'm going to get people that are entertaining. It is what it is.
2026 class. It's like obvious you can see. I kind of feel that sentiment like, yeah, it shouldn't be people that are Twitch partner picked or people that already have some motion pick. But again, like, game is game. That's just simply how this always been.
I think that a lot of people don't understand that at the end of the day, there has to be some sort of balance that goes into all of this. Naturally, Kai Cenat can't have all big names and all big streamers. He can't have all women. He can't have all men. He can't have all small streamers. There has to be some sort of balance. So when I listen to some of these criticisms of people when they talk about Stream University, I just feel as though they're not hitting the nail on the head. They're not seeing the forest for the trees.
Kai Cenat, we're not watching that bullshit. We're not watching Celebrity University. Why the f is Lizzo's, Geo? Like, what the f are you doing, my nigga?
Dream Doll? I just want to give a message to all those people out there that went and lined up. What you need to work on is your clout. Get your clout up. Don't look for Stream University to be.
But you don't have to rely on Kai Cenat. It's the fact that people are out here seeing him as a savior, seeing him as the one and only way out of streaming. I know streaming is very hard in itself. It is very hard, right? One of the hardest things that you could do in social media. But it also brings the highest reward. But the fact that people are out here just getting mad over another grown man, not giving you an opportunity. You're supposed to build your own opportunities, make your own path. You're not supposed to be just relying on this guy.
The thing that catapults you. If you haven't noticed, it's mainly Kai Cenat bringing in people who got clout and a bunch of females who got semi-clout.
If Kai Cenat was to fill it with all the big names in the world, it would feel more like an award show as opposed to something that is real and authentic, which is the basis and foundation of streaming. If you were to fill it all with women, it would feel like some sort of OnlyFans event. If you filled it with just the bros, it would feel like a sausage party. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not trying to see that. And if it was to fill it with all small streamers, I'm telling y'all, working in this industry before, I have had so many issues with just working with just smaller streamers. It's actually crazy. Now,
Yeah, because I genuinely feel like some people don't really know what they get themselves into, what they're getting into. And some people understand the game, some people don't understand the game. And you don't understand the game until you're inside of it and you start playing it for real. Now, when you're a small creator, I'd say small creators tend to be the most stubborn because I feel like I am a small creator right now. And I sometimes am very stubborn as to what works and what doesn't work. I still don't know the world of streaming. I still don't know the world of content creation like many people do. But I do believe that small creators are harder to work with than big creators. Big creators most likely have better organization. They probably have better management. and they probably understand you as well. When you're trying to create something, they will already understand what you're trying to do as well. That's what I feel like. They're more inclined to help you out when you're already big.
There's anything inherently bad with them. It's just that they're not there yet. The audience still needs storylines. The stream still needs recognizable faces. The professors need some sort of experience to bring attention and structure. The mid-level creators bring momentum, and the smaller creators bring discovery. That's the mix right there. Streamer University is not just who deserves it the most. It's also who creates the moments, who can bring the audience, who can teach, who can network, and who can make the event entertaining. Now, does that mean the mix is always going to be perfect? No. Some celebrity picks are fair to question. This one Twitter user asked, why is Lizzo here after she went from being a Grammy Award-winning artist to where she is now is valid. But I think if you look at Lizzo's career and what's going on in her space, especially with the last albums, as it all makes sense to me. If you want to question a professor, I think that that's fine too. And some of the baddies may have gotten off of vibes and aura. Okay, fine. I want to ask, what would you do? A few questionable picks don't make the entire roster a scam. A lot of the anger feels like people turning rejection into proof that the whole thing was rigged. Some people are mad because they didn't get picked. Some people are mad because their favorite content creator didn't get picked. Some people are mad because they thought Streamer University was just going to be some sort of open door giveaway. But not getting accepted does not mean that the whole process was pointless. And it definitely doesn't mean that there should be no criteria at all. Look, Streamer University is not perfect. I promise you nothing in this world is. I can still be criticized for certain picks. But the whole idea that Streamer University is for big streamers.
So who we playing? A local crew. They haven't lost since.
It's just not true. The roster has small, middle, new, big, and it has professors. The balance is the point. Look, I challenge people this weekend to go.
I agree. I agree with what OBC is saying. I feel like people tend to complain a lot and they don't understand that there has to be a balance. It cannot always be small streamers. That's